Yo, it's the Real and Sensitive Browns fan tuning in for another episode here where I do my player name off. Got three on the board. Definitely a good list. I can see for myself. We'll go ahead and let me tune up a little bit. Excuse me, me. All right. We gonna go with number one or the excuse me. I hate doing it like that because I kind of confusing. The first person, primera persona. No, I'm just playing. Denzel Ward. Um, that's number 21. The Warden himself, aka the Kaze Kage, aka Shutdown Special. It's like, nah. All these AKAs, also known as. Um, no. See, Denzel, I got a story with Denzel. For one, he's been with the team 3 years now. So, thing with Denzel was he was a part of that same year I started this channel where I was champing for Baker. You can also hear that I also champed for Denzel. I talked about Minka too. I was really kind of torn between the two. I liked it Minka a whole lot, and I liked it Denzel a whole lot. Obviously, I liked it Denzel a little bit more because he was from Ohio State, but I also felt like Minka Fitzpatrick was going to be a bona fide star, which he was. I don't know how he left from the Dolphins and got to the Steelers. I don't know how anything like that happens, but for him to be with the Steelers and playing with them now, I can see why we didn't pick him. Like, he's not a Browns, he's a Steelers, and I mean that's cool. Like, you know, Steelers, Joe Hayden, whatever. I don't want to get into all of that. That's different. That's more so like, most players do that. Richard Sherman does that. I'll leave the Seahawks, go to the 49ers, and, you know, defensive players at least. You know what I mean? I notice. So, they hop from one team in the division and stick to the other one. Because there was another one that was like, remember the one dude that we was talking about getting, that ended up going to the Bucks, I think. Or he left from the Bucks and went, what was his name? I can't even remember his name, but he was a defensive lineman. Um, but yeah, so Denzel, when I did talk about him, I did want him. He was one of my chosen. John Dorsey made a great choice, obviously, like, cause he just knows, man. He just knows football, and like, one more time, I guess, on John Dorsey, or this probably won't be the last time, but they talking about him getting another job. I mean, I say look like this, like, let the coach pick first. If the coach has the power, and then John Dorsey can just do what he need to do as far as like getting talent, like, then that's perfect. Don't give John Dorsey all the power. Like, it just doesn't work like that. 20%. Dang, this is. I thought I had enough juice in here, so I guess I gotta speed this one up, man. That's so ridiculous. So anyway, Denzel Ward, yes, got drafted by us, and then made the Pro Bowl instantly. He goes through in and out of it as far as like injuries. I always say, like, I don't understand. He plays like he's 6'2" or 6'3", but he's not. I think he's like just at 6 feet, maybe under. And it's like the technique, the sound, just everything that he does as far as in the quarterback position, he deserves to wear the number 21. He definitely deserves to wear the number 21 because obviously everybody associate that number with Sanders, whether you like it or not, whether you might want to believe it or not. But if you play corner especially and you wearing the number 21, and it fit him, you know what I'm saying? Then he got his big bling, you know what I'm saying, gold chains on, got the double chains, like, you know what I'm saying, baller, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, you play like you look, you know what I'm saying, you look good, you know what I'm saying, you play good, you know what I mean, so I'm definitely all about that. And he's just a humble dude, man. I never heard him say anything wrong. He's always positive. He's always like, it's just like he just knows what to say. And then like what he say, like, I remember one time, he don't even use like derogatory words. Like, you know what I'm saying, you could call them derogatory words like, all right, I know I call my homeboys, oh yeah, that's my dog, that's my dog. But you know what I'm saying? Like some people find that offensive, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Because of just of what that term what used to mean. It's like it's like people really don't care about dogs. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, oh, every dog got his day and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Which we have in ours. You know what I'm saying? Woof, dog pound. But anyway, he had said that that's my friend right there. Like where in any instant it kind of threw me off because I was just like, usually people be like, yeah, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, yeah, that's my friend. And I was like, oh man, this dude, oh he too good, man. This dude, man, give him an award, man. This dude, he need a medal, man, because he is that's a good dude right there for real. So no, man. I mean, definitely inspirational. What do you got to go through personally? But as far as a player, I don't want to get too much into that personally because I mean, when people go through what they got to go through, and I get that that's like life. But as far as what he's able to overcome to get to where he at right now, and to continue to battle, and like I said, he's small, but he's injury prone, but I'm hoping he does what he can to protect his body as much as he can. Maybe get some lessons from LeBron. Be like, hey man, what you be using? Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Ohio boys, what up? Give me some information. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he continues to do that because we need him at a high level. I definitely would pay him. You know what I'm saying? Like you'd be like, all right, well, is he too injury prone or whatever like that? It's like he always comes back in the in the season. At some point, he comes back and he shows up in the season, but it's just a matter of I mean, ultimately, just like I said, staying consistent through play a whole 16-game season, and it goes back to like what Mary Kay was saying. I was watching that video, and she was just like, it was just the timing as far as like the Pro Bowl thing, and you know what I mean. You really don't get to see it. Like you don't see how many times people be trying to try him, and there's always a PBU and stuff like that. I mean, interceptions was one thing. Like he got some, but it's just I think because of what we look like in total as a defense. I mean, obviously you see numbers like Myles Garrett, 10 sacks and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's easy to pick. But, other than that, it's like, with Denzel, it's kind of like, it's off and on. But anyway, moving on to the second person, Elijah Lee, number 52. So, yeah. We talked about him earlier in the season of this season 2, so I didn't really have much to say about him now but I do got a little bit more to say. I seen him just in the Giants game, or they mentioned him in the Giants game. I thought it was Tay Davis, but it might have been him too, and he was just basically just saying that that he could oh man, I need to hurry up. Somebody about to interrupt. All right. So he was saying that like he pulled him off on the pile and everything like that. So he been out there. He been making a splash a little bit more, just a little bit more a little bit more game changing plays. But he's been playing, so that's a positive. And we're gonna move on to the third person, number 88, Harrison Bryant. He is a rookie, and he's been very contributive throughout the whole year. Obviously, a keeper, good pick by Andrew Berry. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I gotta say about Andrew Berry. Like, I'm not upset at any of the picks that he had for this whole year, this whole season. But the only thing was the Michigan pick. And look, they're 10%. Now they gonna tell me, hurry up. All right, 10%. So the only thing was the Michigan pick, but Michigan is coming around. You know what I'm saying? We can adopt him. Browns can adopt him. I don't know if Ohio in total can adopt him, but us Brownies, we could definitely adopt Michigan and call him one of our. We just had one leave out of Jabril Peppers, but they want to get another one. But anyway, back on Harrison Bryant. Harrison Bryant has been very well. Hasn't taken care of the ball as much, but he has been a very good contributor. Definitely a football head. What I like to see, what I can tell at least, is that he definitely lives, breathes it, and that he goes in there and he gives it 100% maximum effort. Whether it could be a little bit uncontrolled effort where it causes those fumbles and it causes him to lose ball. I mean, that's just the fight and the effort that he wants to give. But at the same time, maybe just be a little more careful. And bulk up a little bit more as far as like being strong, because then at that point when you're just strong enough, you don't have to feel like you got to overmatch somebody's strength which causes, I think, the fumbles. You know what I mean? It's like he's just so hungry to make a big play. It just sometimes it get out of him. You know, he didn't play in a big conference. I think he came out of like a smaller school, so it's like, you know, he's probably just used to this dominating people and having his way with everybody. But you know, NFL now it's no longer like that anymore, where you just can just dominate people the way that you thought you could dominate them. But hey, you know, that's for him to learn. He's a rookie, and he's a very good rookie. And I'm happy to have him on the team. Definitely like the '88 with Bryant. And then the funny is, like, I didn't know if like does he have two first names or does he have two last names? You know what I mean? It's like, but it works. Harrison Bryant. You know what I mean? They probably call him Harry in his family. I think it's funny. Like Harry, but you know, hey, it is with Harry B in the house. Oh man, yes, Harry B. Boy, that's a nice ass rap name, man. Get him when they do it. When they start doing the little Cleveland Brown rap music specials, and y'all start putting Cleveland Browns on trap music and shit like that. Y'all definitely let Harry B get on the track and let it, scorch that motherfucker to it's incinerated, bro. Like booth, gasoline, lit, fire, over. Call the fire department, fire squad, fire marshals. Harry B in the house. No, I want to see him keep balling, man. He should be. He's definitely a pivotal piece, and he adds the competition in the tight end room. So that's nothing but good things. So the real estate Brown fan signing out. Peace.